It's hard to believe, but school starts back in just 2 short weeks, and no matter what grade your child is in, it's important to make sure that they are well prepared to return to the classroom. It's always a challenge for parents. Jim Clark is a licensed social worker and the president and CEO of Daniel, and joins us now with some tips on how to make sure your kid is ready to get back into the routine of school. That's the key word, routine,
Routine.
Right?
That's probably one of the most difficult things with that transition from summer to school is just that routine. And that's really what you want to do. The first thing is reestablish your routines. And two of the most important, of course, are really your meal time, no more brunches. Kids tend to sleep in later and things. And you want to get that routine established in terms of what the school days are going to be like. And, of course, bedtime routines. Establishing that, perhaps homework, and as you go through, and then bath, and then a story, and then bed. Just getting those routines established is really so important, and it smooths it out.
You know, a lot of kids have summer reading assignments. They have some kind of structure from school for summer reading, most kids. But their regiment's nothing like the normal school year. So how do you get those kids, for a parent, how do you get them back into the routine of doing homework and actual schoolwork and learning?
Good point, Jason. And one of the things that they have shown is that students typically lose about 2 months. John Hopkins did a survey of 2 months of losing their math skills and their English skills. And I tell you, there are really 3 things you can do. Number 1 is turn off the TV. Don't look at cartoons in the morning. Start to establish some other kind of routines, be it puzzles, even coloring, depending on the age of the kids. The other thing, of course, that you want to do is make sure that you're setting that example yourself. So when you do have some downtime, make sure that you're also kind of there reading and doing those things. And I think recipes and shopping with kids is a great thing because it starts to look at measurements and things like that. So start to use some of those recipes with kids and having them help you, and that re-engages that thinking pattern for them.
When you talk about shopping, I mean, a lot of parents, this is the time of year when they have to start getting all those supplies, the clothes for kids. You know, we've seen a lot of back-to-school giveaways for parents who are struggling. But that's, I mean, any advice for parents as far as getting the school supplies and the clothes and everything?
The thing is, don't wait to the last minute. Do it early. That's a way in which to get your child excited about going to school. Buy those school supplies early. And also help them pick out outfits. As I mentioned to you, getting ready for that first day, you want to be excited. And as a teenager, we used to have our kids go, we'd make a big shopping trip, and it was a nice way for us to also be careful about what kind of clothes that they bought.
To know exactly what they're wearing.
That's right. But it's a way to get them excited about the school year.
And a lot of people forget that kids can be intimidated. I mean, kids can get nervous. I mean, I remember the night before the first day of school in elementary school, I couldn't even eat, you know, the night before or the morning of that first day of school because you're so nervous. A lot of kids, it's hard for them to go back. You know, it's intimidating.
That's right. And that's why you want to reestablish your routines. It's the most important thing. And you know, I'm a big proponent of family meetings. Get that family meeting started weekly as you normally do and keep them excited. That's what you want to do, is get them excited about the fact that they're going to learn some new things in their education. And we all know that's what's going to help them be successful later on. So the more you can show that excitement and the more you can help them prepare, the better they're going to be off on that right foot.
And make sure, I guess, you let them know as a parent that you're there for them.
That's absolutely. And of course, you always want to be careful. You know your own child. And so you want to be somewhat careful that you're not being over-enthusiastic. That can also make them nervous at the same time.
Turn them off a little bit. Yeah. Don't overdo it. Jim, good advice. Thanks. August 22nd is the date. We have all kinds of stuff. Newsforjacks.com to help you go back to school, and also DanielKids.org, a wealth of information there.